Gaming. Oh god, I haven't connected. My phone is plugged in, but VTube Studio is not working. I should have checked. Go back. Oh my god, hi guys. Fuck me, dude. I'm rusty. What did I fucking expect? I just came back from OFFKAI. What am I expecting? I need to, like, hold on. I need to put some weight on my stand. My phone is too heavy. There we go. Let me, like, quickly reposition that. Beautiful. Oh my god. How's everybody doing? How have your days without me been? I hope they were bearable. I know that it's very hard to survive without me. No, it's not. I had such a wonderful time at OFFKAI, y'all. I almost canceled my trip. I almost didn't go. Like, literally, like, the last couple of days before. I almost just straight up did not go. I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad that I ended up going. I was like, no, but I have so many things to do, and my social battery is super low, and, like, I'm just really not feeling good. So I almost canceled the entire trip. And honestly, on what ended up being my mindset is, like, I'm gonna start the travel, and if at any point during the travel I, like, basically collapse, which I almost did, for the record, I practically passed out during the first bus journey to the airport, and I almost turned around. I almost was like, well, if I'm passing out, like, 2 hours in, I have, like, an 11-hour flight to go, then a 5-hour layoff, 5-hour layover, not a layoff, Jesus, and then another 3-hour flight. Like, if I'm passing out on the 2-hour bus ride, like, it's not happening. But I managed to push through the day, and I made it there, and basically my thought process was just, if I wake up in the morning and I don't have the energy to go out, I'm not going out. I'm just gonna be staying in my hotel all days. Like, it sucks, but, like, that's how it is. And I didn't. I actually had a lot of energy. Like, way more than I thought I would. The first day was a little tough. I had to take it a bit slow the first day, but once I got into it, oh my god, I had the time of my fucking life, dude. It was so good. Also, hello, Joner. Hello, Rhea. Hello, Cyber. Hello, Judy. Welcome in, everybody. I've missed you all. Yeah, I had the most magical weekend possible. You're all bouncy and energetic today, and I'm shocked because I traveled for 24 hours straight yesterday. It took me 24 hours to get home because I had to get to the airport in San Jose, which took like 30 minutes. I had to wait there for 2 hours. Then I had a 2.5-hour flight to Seattle. I had to wait in Seattle for like 5 hours. Then I had a 10-hour flight back to London, where I had to wait for another 2 hours. And then I had a 2.5-hour bus ride home. So I was on the road for 24 hours. I'm shocked that I have as much energy as I do, but I think it's the, like, inverse of the post-con depression. I definitely have a little bit of the post-con depression. Like, I miss my friends. I miss the people that I spent time with over the weekend. So, like, that's definitely there. But it's more almost just post-con motivation. Because I met so many cool people, and I saw so many cool people do so many cool things, that it kind of just lit a fire under my ass, being like, I want to do that next year, you know? So it's almost like the post-con motivation. That's kind of what I'm being hit with right now. And you're going to be seeing me a lot for the next few days, for the record. We're doing this today. There's a chance, I'm not quite sure what the planning is yet, but there's a chance I will be joining Lesage on stream later tonight. By the way, met up with Lesage in person. If you think he is like a cool and charismatic dude on stream, he's better in person. He is genuinely like one of the loveliest people I've ever met. It was great getting to chat to him and getting to sit down with him, watching him perform in person, like hello. So fucking cool. But I might be on a stream later tonight. He's got a slot on the front page of Twitch for 8 hours. I might be joining him at some point for like a little bit. I don't quite know. It's up in the air. I honestly, if I join, it's great. If I don't, it's fine. He's gonna have a good time regardless. So I'm gonna raid into him no matter what at the end of this stream. Anyway, so yeah, you might be seeing me there. Tomorrow is the Snezhnaya reveal stream. Very special moment for any Genshin player. It's a moment that I personally have been waiting on for the past 6 years. So we'll be watching that live on stream, and since we'll be hearing the Snezhnaya main theme in that stream, we'll be working on covering it as soon as the reveal stream is over. I'm gonna stay live, and we're gonna work on that. You're gonna, like, watch me listen to it for the first time, learn it, record it, arrange it, all that jazz. Because you know how I've been uploading daily piano covers? I want that to be the cover that goes out tomorrow. I want tomorrow to be the day that the Snezhnaya cover goes out. Because I don't have any cover scheduled anymore. I'm out. I made like 8 or 9 before Offkai, so that there could be one going up every day while I was away. That last one just went up like an hour and a half ago. So I'm out. I got no more. We need to record new ones. We're going to do that today as well. Hello, Matt. Hello, Kenobi. Welcome in. Welcome in. I've missed all of you. It's so good to be back. I'm so ready and excited to just start making shit again. Yo, K-Money, what up, goat? I didn't expect to fucking see you here. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god. But yeah, so, like, to quickly recap what Offkai was for me. By the way, first of all, why is the weather in fucking San Jose, California, deadass more bearable than currently here in the UK? Like, what? Tell me why, dude. Like, that should not be. You're next to the fucking desert in fucking San Jose, bro. Like, the desert is like an hour drive away. Why is the weather there more bearable than here? It's fucking disgusting. Like, I landed back in the UK yesterday, and like I stepped 1 foot outside, and I was like, fuck me. It was awful. King from UK weather is horrible at the moment, hot and humid. Yeah. Well, at least it's gonna be going down in the next few days, which is nice. Like, it's not gonna be going like above 25 where I'm at. Humidity. Yeah, no, it 100% is humidity. California is a dry heat. I'm okay with a dry heat. It's like we have such a humid heat over here in the UK. It's awful. It's genuinely so awful, and we don't have AC. That doesn't help. Carl. Hi, Carl. Yo, I almost met up with, I was like one singular event away from meeting up with Carl. I had a layover on my journey to San Jose, and that was supposed to be like a 3-hour layover. It got delayed until like a 7-hour layover. Carl found out about that when I was already like 4 hours in, but if Carl had known earlier, she absolutely would have come and driven up to the airport probably, and we would have hung out for a little bit. I'm glad that you got to hang out with Hill though. Just as I have to go to bed. Geez, hello away from my tablet. Hell yeah, I hope you have a good night, Mamoru. But yeah, to kind of like recap my offkai. Day 1, mostly uneventful. But I met up with, obviously, a lot of my friends. Met up with Saber, Box, Hiki. Like, such lovely people, by the way. Did I meet Meister on the first day? Yes, I did. I did meet Meister on the first day. Basically, a lot of people from the Wonderland crew. And that was fantastic. On Friday in the afternoon, we had a meetup for Starlight and Wonder, which is like Starlight Daryl and Wonder Riku's like joint musical venture. They were hosting a fan meetup, so I met up with Riku and Daryl there. Just as lovely in person as you would expect them to be. Riku especially is he's such a good fucking dude. Like, I was on my way to the meetup, right? And I was early. I was like, well, I have nothing else planned. I might as well head over to the area where the meetup is. So that, you know, so that I'm just there, right? Because I had nothing else to do for like the remaining 30 minutes. So I'm walking up the stairs. Or I get into the building. You have to like walk up some stairs before you get to like the main con area. So I'm walking up the stairs, and as I get into the building, at the very top of the stairs, I see 2 people who, from the back, I'm like 99% sure that's Riku and Daryl. like 99. But like I can't be 100% sure. So obviously I don't shout, but like I start walking up the stairs. And I like close in on them slowly, and the closer I get to them, the more I'm like, oh yeah, that's them. And then at some point, one of either Daryl or Seshpai, one of Daryl's mods who is also there, says something that makes Riku laugh, and I hear that laugh, and immediately I'm like, oh my god, yes it is. So I go, I like walk past them, and I go, oh holy shit, and like Riku looks to the side, sees me, like looks at me, looks down at my name tag, looks back up at me, and goes, oh my god, Rosa, and immediately like walks in for the hug. He's fucking awesome, like genuinely. I love that man so much, and there's another reason why, and I'll get to that. But yeah, so we head to the meetup. They do like a very quick, like 15-minute speed run through Artist Alley, because they had not been at the con that day at all, because they were all doing rehearsals for performances that they were going to be having later in the con. So like they had not had the time to go into the con at all at that point. So they were doing like a quick speed run through Artist Alley. And then they got back to the meetup, and like everybody was there, and it was a great time. Riku gave me a free sticker sheet because he had a bunch of sticker sheets with him. He also would have had keychains with him, but they fucking went missing. DHL said they delivered them to the hotel. The hotel said that they didn't get anything. So that's fun. That's great. But yeah, he had sticker sheets with him, and he basically said, like, if you were a project lead on any of the, like, Wonderland community projects, I'm just gonna give you one for free. And if you were a part of any, you can get them for 50% off. So got a free sticker sheet, because obviously I've been a project lead on multiple Wonderland community projects. Should have asked for one for each project. I would have gotten like 3. I ended up getting one sticker sheet, and then I bought another one off of him because I wanted to support him. That meetup was very fun. It was really cool to just see so many people from Wonderland in person. ARQ was there as well, fantastic artist, also from the UK, so joining us over here from Shit Island. Fantastic dude as well, loved running into him. That was basically the Friday. I did get invited to a round 1 on Friday night to do karaoke. I decided not to go ultimately because they wanted to start at 11 p.m. And I was like, I still got 2 days left. If I go to a round 1 starting at 11 p.m. on day 1, I don't think I'm gonna be able to, like, survive day 2 and 3. So I canceled. Hung out with, had dinner with some friends. We got some pizza while we were watching the Titanic. That was really fucking funny, actually. So I went to hang out at my friend's Airbnb. And on their TV, like, while 2 of them, I think it was Noah and Steven, were on their way to pick up the pizza. And I think to pick up Meister, I'm not sure. I think Meister was not there. I think they went to pick up Meister. So they were on their way to get our pizza. And myself, Chris, and Box were hanging out at the Airbnb. And we started, like, scrolling through the TV, and when we opened YouTube, some random fucker was logged in already, and, like, I guess forgot to log himself out. If you ever go to an Airbnb and you log into any streaming services, please log out before you leave. Like, genuinely, I cannot overstate how much you should absolutely log out before you leave. But he didn't. And this dude had a YouTube Premium subscription. So we were, like, browsing through his recommended and through his watch history, just because it's funny. And at some point, the Titanic showed up, and apparently the Titanic is free to watch on YouTube with ads, but if you have Premium, it's just free. So we were like, fuck it, let's put on the Titanic. We ate pizza while watching the Titanic, and then eventually... I was like, okay, I gotta go back to my hotel. So I went back. Hiki was nice enough to drop me off. What a fucking legend. Yeah, by the way, shout out Hiki for kind of being the designated driver all weekend. Like, that was fucking awesome. I was really appreciated. Saved me quite a bit of money in Uber costs. Oh, shit. Oh my god, it's Hiki. That's crazy. I fucking summoned you. Welcome home, Rosa Nagashi. Thank you. Yeah, shout out Hiki for kind of being the designated driver all weekend. Saved me a lot of money in Uber costs. But yeah, that was kind of my day 1. Not too eventful, but still very fun. It was kind of just like a meetup with people. Also, throughout day 1, I was occasionally going to, like, my friends' meet and greets, because some of my friends did have meet and greets, either virtual or in person. At the con, I met up with Melazand, VTuber and voice actor. If you want to know anything that she did, she voices Catalyst in Apex, which is really fucking cool. Met up with her. She was great. Met up with Xena, a graphic designer friend of mine. She is also awesome. She's the one who made my business cards. This asked for a Titanic watch along. Got to see a pair of pan childhood crushes once in a while. Oh my god. I didn't even make it through the whole movie. Like at one point, the scene where where I decided that I needed to go and where like Hiki wanted to drop both myself and Meister off, was just after like the boat starts like heavily tilting and everybody starts running up, and then Meister had the fucking Fall Guys theme queued up on his phone to start playing as soon as that scene started. Pretty fucking funny, honestly. And after that we left. But yeah, that was basically day one. Not too eventful, but just meeting up with a bunch of friends. Day two though. Holy shit, day two. Oh my god. So, Saturday. Probably one of the best days I've had in my life. The Saturday and Sunday, like, collectively, definitely, but, like, Saturday itself. So it started, I got to the con. First met up with a few friends who were doing meet and greets. Said hi to Yuzi and Saura, who were two good friends of mine. Got stopped by a few people, including people from my community that were at Offkai. I brought, if you've been like stalking my Twitter at all while I was at Offkai, literally every picture that you see me in, I'm wearing like a red and black plaid flannel, because that's literally like, it's such a Rosa Nagashi piece of clothing. That like I brought two of them because I was like, well, I want to wear this flannel every day, but I also don't want to wear the same clothing item 3 days in a row at a convention, because you know how cons get. You know, VTuber cons are notoriously known for, or just anime cons in general are notoriously known for getting quite stinky. I didn't want to do that, so I brought two, so that I could like switch them out. And it was so funny how many people, like, spotted the flannel, and only after seeing the flannel, like, stopped, took a look at my badge, and then were like, oh my god, hi, Rosa. It was really funny. Like, the amount of people that told me that, like, the flannel was the reason that they, like, spotted me, that's absolutely gonna be, like, a regular clothing item for me at any future convention that I go to, because apparently when people see that, if they know me, they go like, oh my god, that's Rosa Nagashi, which is great. It's fucking fantastic. Anyhoomst. So yeah, got stopped by a few people as I was walking through Artist Alley, made some purchases. Very fun. Then we had the I ran into Riku again. Riku introduced me to some of his friends that he was meeting up with at the con. A really cool cosplayer whose name is escaping me. Was it Nocta? I think it was Nocta. Hold on. Nocta, yes. Nocte. Really cool cosplayer. Yeah, so we talked to some folks, and then we went to a VTuber Symphony Orchestra meetup that they were hosting, and boy did they do the VTS dirty. So there were like 4 different fan meetup spots that like you could apply for like organizing a fan meetup, and they would put you in one of the spots. The VTuber Symphony Orchestra, who at their meetup wanted to do like a small little like busking performance, they put them in the South Hall, which was basically this tent that also had a shit ton of, like, it had the entire arcade, it had super bad acoustics, it had, like, the gaming stage that gaming tournaments were being hosted at. All that was in one hall. So they were trying to, like, perform, and unless you were sitting, like, right in front of them, you could not hear them for shit. But it was still very fun running into a lot of the VTSO. Ran into Autumn, one Autumn Tea Leaf. Ran into Skylark, Ariel, Norabashi. Oh my god, who else? There were so many people. Ran into Princess and Yam weren't there. Who was there? Lavi ran into Azure. I love walking through the CrossFitters to get to concerts. Oh my god, yeah, I need to talk about that actually. But yeah, so VTSO meetup, that was great. Straight after that, I headed to the Spotlight stage. And here's a funny thing about the Spotlight stage. It's one of the two, like, stage areas that they had. They had the main stage, they had the Spotlight stage. The Spotlight stage was on the other side of the convention center. And in order to get to the Spotlight stage, you had to walk partially through another event that was going on. And what event do you think goes along really, really well with a VTuber convention? That's right, CrossFit. There was a fucking CrossFit convention or a CrossFit like thing, like competition going on at the same convention center. And it meant that all of these fucking CrossFitters who were like, you know, like working out and like they're practically fucking athletes, right? We're all walking through all these people just like with their fucking happies on, with their like VTuber cosplays, like repping their Oshi with whatever merch they could. It was really, really funny to have that both in the same building. But you had to walk like partially through like their gates and whatnot to get to the Spotlight stage. And the reason that we went to the Spotlight stage was because Minuet was performing. Minuet is a new musical venture by Meister, who's a producer, by Yam, who's a viola player, and by Princess Roska, who's a violin player. Three of them, absolutely lovely people. Like, genuinely so amazing people. Or such amazing people. They were putting on a performance together with a few guest performers as well. They had Anvatileia on piano, who, like, if you thought I was a decent pianist, I strive to be a pianist like she is. She is ridiculously incredible. It's so fun to watch her perform. They had Daryl on guitar, was joining them. And then they had some vocalists joining them as well. They had Lavi from the VTSO, they had Lesage, and they had Estrella, Color Natura. Three, like, vocal powerhouses. And that performance, that concert, probably my like favorite, my most favorite like live music act I have ever went to. Like, holy shit, dude. There were two songs in particular that they played. First, Anvatileia did a solo piano, like did the instrumentation solo on piano with Lesage and Estrella singing a duet of an Expedition 33 song. Holy shit, dude. I knew I was gonna cry at this performance at some point because of the song they performed after that. But I did not expect that song to like prime me for detonation. What like an incredibly touching performance from the three of them. Like, so good. So fucking good. And then they get to Music Box of Fate, which we knew they were going to perform Music Box of Fate. It was basically their set closer. I knew Lesage was going to sing it solo. But holy fuck, dude. Oh my god. So first of all, before the song starts, Daryl takes the mic and kind of like announces the song. And she does it with a little bit of a speech. She talks about like how much this song came at like a time of like so much need for not just like Mousy, but also for herself and for Riku. And for Yam, because if you don't know, Music Box of Fate was made possible by three people. It was Daryl, who was the lead composer of it, Riku, who was the lead lyricist on it, and then Yam, who did the orchestration for it, the arrangement and orchestration for the Budapest Scoring Orchestra, who would actually go and, you know, record it. So all of them were present in this room. Riku was sitting in the audience next to us, and then Yam was obviously performing, and Daryl was Daryl was initially not gonna be a part of the Music Box of Fate performance. It was not planned. She was only meant to kind of like announce it. But so she was doing the speech about how the song like changed the lives of every single person who was involved with it, basically, including her own and Riku's. A lot of doors have opened for the both of them since that song came out. And then like she kind of ends it on like a bit of a somber and sappy note, like basically handing it off to everybody else. And then before she gets off, she's like, is what I would say, but like, this is my goddamn song. I'm gonna be performing it with these guys. And basically just like completely unrehearsed joins in on guitar and has, I swear to God, people have told me, like people who went to like Fantastic Reality and stuff, told me that Daryl's stage presence was like slay as fuck. They were underselling it. Holy shit, she has aura on stage. Like it's actually fucking ridiculous. Like she goes back to like where her stand for her sheet music is, and like before the song starts, she looks at it, picks it up, throws it to the side, and looks to the audience going like, I know the song, I wrote it. Which, first of all, holy shit, Aura. But then during the performance, not only is she just like spinning around and just like having fun, at some point midway through the song, she just like takes her glasses off and throws them to the fucking side. I love her stage presence so much. She is so fucking incredible. Genuinely, like, such an insane stage presence. It was lovely to see. And then, oh my god, Lesage. Holy shit. So, like, I've heard Lesage sing Music Box of Fate plenty of fucking times at this point. He sent me, like, recordings of it multiple times, and, like, I've worked on them. I've heard him sing it live on stream. Like, I've heard it a bunch, right? It's nothing new to hear Lesage sing Music Box of Fate. But there in that room, oh my god, did it hit different. So I need to paint a picture for you guys. At the very front, we weren't sitting in the front row because the front row was reserved for like accessibility seating and whatnot. We were sitting in the second row, and by we I mean myself, Chris, Riku, Seshpai, one of Daryl's mods, and a few other people, right? And Music Box of Fate starts. No more than like 45 seconds in, all of us are breaking down crying. Riku especially. I was mostly keeping it together until I in my right ear, I just hear like genuine sobbing, and I look to my right and Riku is sitting there with his head in his hands. And that completely broke me. Because for Riku, that was the first time that he has ever attended a concert where one of his songs was performed live. His songs have been performed live before. He's just never been there to see it in person. That was the first time that he's ever been there to see one of his songs performed live in person. So that meant a lot to him especially. And I saw him just completely like broken down crying, and that fully sent me over the edge as well. Like, hauntingly beautiful performance. Lesage, like, he might be a bit of a goofball on stream sometimes, but like, he takes this shit so seriously, and you could tell. Like, I had not seen Lesage up until that concert, because he straight up did not enter the con for anything other than rehearsals up until that point. He spent the rest of his Thursday, Friday, and like early morning on Saturday just like practicing in his hotel room and rehearsing and just mentally preparing himself. I did not see him until that point. And I knew that I wasn't gonna see him. Like, I did offer like, hey, if you want to like join us for like lunch after rehearsals or something, like, let me know. But like, obviously fully understand if you don't. And he didn't. Because he wanted it to be as perfect as possible. And while I'm sure that if he watches back the performance, he can find some critical things about it that, like, wasn't fully perfect or whatnot, I'm sure. But, like, to me, that flawless. Like, genuinely stunning. Had me in tears. And then, like, they finish Music Box. And everybody, like, standing ovation. And we start chanting for an encore, knowingly, because, like, Meister told us, like, hey, when we're done playing Music Box, can y'all please start a chant for an encore? Because, like, we do have one. So we kind of started it. Completely organic, obviously. And as an encore, and this was a surprise, I didn't know what they had planned as encore. They played Odyssey. It was like kind of last minute rehearsed from what I was aware of. So it was a little messier than some of the other songs, but like, you bet your ass I was singing along, dude. Holy shit. I was singing along so fucking hard. It was incredible. It was so fun. To hear Odyssey performed live by all of them. After the concert is over, we meet up with Lesage and all the other performers, Daryl, Enva, Yam, Princess, Estrella, Lavi. Meister's sitting in the front row because while Meister is a part of Minuet, he's not an instrumentalist, he's the producer, so he produced a lot of the backing tracks that they were playing over and singing over. So he was there in a front row seat, obviously, but he wasn't on stage. They did bring him up on stage at some point. By the way, at the end of Music Box, they also brought Riku up on stage, which I thought was such a nice gesture. There's this really, really, like, adorable picture of Daryl, Yam, Riku, and Lesage all just kind of hugging it out on stage. That's burned into my retinas. Like, oh my god, that's burned into my retinas. What a wonderful, wonderful moment that was. Like, genuinely, what a wonderful moment that was. Anyhoomst, after that, we meet up with everybody. I dap the fuck up out of Lesage. And he's very much still, like, shaking down, like, the post-concert nerves, and I can tell. So I don't chat to him too much at that point. But we do invite him to round one. We were going to a round one that evening. And we wanted Lesage and his crew to join us. Also met up with Monoquark and Brendan. If you've watched Lesage's stream, they're probably people that you are familiar with. They were there in person as well. Really, really cool people. Really, really cool people. Did you kick his shins? I thought about it, but I was nice enough. I didn't. He didn't shit talk himself too much. So, by the way, I do need to say, during the performance, at some point, like somebody kind of, like, goes... I forgot, like, who it was. I think it was Estrella who kind of introduces the whole band and the whole, like, crew. And at some point, Estrella gets to Daryl and is like, and on the guitar, we have Starlight Daryl. And then Lesage from the back, not even, like, at a mic, just goes, Starlight Daryl! And the entire crowd joins in. Or, like, at least a good portion of the crowd joins in. And that happens multiple times throughout the concert. People just shouting, Starlight Daryl! And we did also shout not just an anime girl at some point, which was incredible. Very fun. Oh my god. That was great. That was fucking great. So yes, if you think, do these memes translate to in-person concerts? Oh yeah, they do. Was I a reason why they continued in person? Yes, because I like vocal stimming, and Starlight Daryl screaming at the top of my lungs has unfortunately become a vocal stim. Thank you, Lesage. But yeah, anyway, we meet up with everybody after the concert. Like, everybody exchanges hugs. We invite people over to a round one. We go to have dinner with basically the whole Minuet crew and a few others. The only people who weren't there were Lesage, Daryl, and Riku. Daryl and Riku because I think they had an industry event to go to. Because they were networking a lot at this con. because they've been like doing really fucking good in the past year. A lot of people want to work with them. You should. Hey, if you want to work with a banger composer and a like platinum songwriter, Starlight and Wonder, everybody, go fucking look them up. They're pretty good. Anyway, so yeah, they weren't there, and Lesage just kind of needed like some time to himself before being social again, which is very fair. We rock up to the round one eventually, and that was so much fun. And we had a room of like, I think it was like 17 people. I would have to like do an exact head count of like how many people it was, but it was so fun. Best moment of the karaoke, I think, was when somebody, I don't even know who, queued up Tequila. You know, the song that has one word in the lyrics, which is just tequila. That fucking song. Queued it up, and people were like asking, wait, who's doing this one? Who the fuck did this? Like, I didn't know who it was, but myself and Box both pick up the mic, and we go to the front of the room, in front of the TV, and we just stare each other down. Neither of us cracking a smile for like the full minute and something that it takes to get to the first word, and then we both just hit tequila. And then we continue just staring at each other. Meanwhile, the entire room is fucking losing it. And both of us, we can clearly tell that we're trying so hard not to laugh. Because everybody else was cracking the fuck up. And we get to the second one, and once again, we nail it. Great. And then, like, both of us, we are like, is there a third one? I don't know if there's a third one. I think there's a third one. And then as we're, like, looking at each other, like, it just happens, and we both miss it, and both of us almost throw our fucking mics to the floor, start crashing the fuck out, because we just missed it. Like, it happened a lot sooner than we were expecting. So that got the entire room cracking up. That was pretty fun. Also did, oh god, what's the name of the song? Love in Paradise from Epic, I did together with Box. Box was Calypso, I was Odysseus. And instead of actually doing Odysseus's line reads, instead of the like, she's my wife, I was just like, that's my fucking wife, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I started fighting him. And he just continued singing at me. It was really funny. Dude, no, karaoke was so fun. It was great. It was fucking great. Did that for about 2 hours. Chatted outside with everybody for another 30 minutes. I think a lot of other people went like bar hopping afterwards. But it was like 1 in the morning, and I was like, yeah, I want to kind of go to my hotel because I want to be, you know, here's the difference between myself and a lot of the other people here. They were all chugging coffee and alcohol and whatnot to kind of keep themselves energized. I wasn't doing any of that. I don't drink. I just don't particularly care for it. So I don't drink. And I don't like coffee. I don't drink caffeinated drinks either. I'm raw dogging it the whole weekend. So like my energy levels were running pretty low at that point. So I was like, yeah, I want to go back to my hotel. So I got an Uber back to my hotel. The rest goes like bar hopping for like another 3 hours. I think I remember Chris saying they were back at their Airbnb at 4 in the morning. Which, my fucking god. So that was the Saturday. Fantastic day. Genuinely one of the better days of my life. And Sunday followed it. And, oh man. So Sunday was a pretty uneventful day at the con itself. Apart from one thing. Because Sunday, it's the last day of a con, you know, Artist Alley closes at like 4 p.m. So I did a run through Artist Alley, went to a few more meet and greets of my friends. Got spotted a few more times, which is awesome. And then at 3 p.m. we went back to the Spotlight stage, because there was a relay, there was a singing relay where they had 8 different creators who were all singing like 2 songs with a live band. First of all, shout out to that entire fucking live band. They were so good. They there's one person who actually connected with me after the fact who like messaged me and sent me a friend request. Light Fiend, the bassist. Holy shit, she is cool. She is so fucking cool. Like, but that entire band was like genuinely fucking incredible. I love live music. I will fuck with live music even if I don't know any of the songs that they're playing, because I just enjoy seeing a band perform live. Like a couple like 2 years ago, somebody dragged me to Miku Expo back when I didn't know a whole lot about Vocaloid. I didn't know that many Miku songs, but I got dragged to Miku Expo. And if you don't know, for Miku concerts, even though like Miku is very much a, you know, a digital singer, like she's not real as much as we all want her to be, they do have a live band, like performing. The only track that gets played, the only track that's like pre-recorded is the vocal track, but there's a live band playing everything else. And I had such a good fucking time at that event because the live band was so good. And it was the same here. Like a lot of the VTubers were playing songs that I wasn't familiar with. Though there were a few bangers that I was. We had Stellar, we had Bibidi Babidi Bua by our goat Hoshimashi Suisei. Those were both there, which was very, very fun. But then, and I'm so glad that they saved him for last. The last performer was Riku. And he was doing 2 songs. Both are very important songs to Riku's journey. And one is very important to mine. The first song he did was Astro Girl, the original song that he did the lyrics for Sana, the graduated talent from, back then I guess it was Council, right? Hololive Council. So he did that, which that was like one of his first lyric credits that he had on an original song in the VTubing space. Gotta go prep, but so glad the whole crew was able to get together. Hell yeah, have a good day, Konoe. So yeah, he played Astro Girl, came out to that, and like had the crowd fucking jumping, dude. He has, just like Daryl, he has such a good stage presence. And I'm not shocked, because like he's the front man of a fucking metal big band, right? Big Band of Boom. Who, by the way, are also fucking incredible. I wish that I could go see them live. They were literally playing in my city at some point. I had work. I couldn't go. I wanted to so badly. I couldn't go. They were literally playing in my city. So I could have gone and said hi to Riku there, but no, I had work. I literally couldn't. But yeah, anyway, so like no shock that he has as good of a stage presence as he does, but he does. And then after that, he starts speeching, and at this point, myself and Chris and a few others, we get up from our chairs because we were sitting to the side. The like main area in front of the stage was reserved for like people who wanted to like fucking jump and do like wotage and whatnot. So we were sitting off to the side. But at that point, you know, we also got up because we knew what song was up next. He told us, kind of to help us emotionally prepare. Because it was The World Outside. Now, for those who don't know, The World Outside is a song that was written and entirely recorded and produced in 12 days back in March of last year. To, I guess, celebrate and mourn the graduation of Gargura, right? Very important creator in the VTubing space. And I was a part of that song. That was where these community projects really got started. And I ended up being a team lead for that song. I got the privilege to do the vocal production of Kiara, Callie, and Ina for that song, which is a privilege that to this day I still cherish deeply. And that song kind of changed my life a little bit. I probably wouldn't still be creating stuff if I wasn't a part of that song. Yo, Saturday, what's up? I probably wouldn't still be making music on the internet if it wasn't for that project. And for Riku to then perform it with a live band in person, and myself and multiple other team leads from the project were there. We were sobbing. All of us were sobbing. There's one point in the video, because Riku did post like a 2-minute portion of it. At one point during the bridge, during the line, 1,000 days, 1,000 years, 1,000 laughs, 1,000 tears, Riku looks directly at us, at Saber next to me, at myself. Both of us were in tears. He looks at us and he chokes up as well. And I could collapse into the floor at that point. It was such a meaningful moment. That song means so much to me. And y'all, when I saw Riku cry the day before when Music Box of Fate was performed in person, like, he was genuinely like head in his hands, like full on sobbing, because that was the first time he was there to witness one of his songs performed live in person. I kind of understood it then, but the day after, when The World Outside was performed and I was there in person, I fully got it. Like, I fully understood it. Because while I was only one of the many cogs in that machine, I deserve to pat myself on the back. I did a lot of fucking work on that song. If I had not been there, like, I helped bring the quality of that song up, and I know that I did because people have told me that I did. So like, I need to pat myself on the back for that one, as much as I don't want to. Like, I was a relatively big cog in that machine in terms of making that song happen. And then to have that performed in person, genuinely, like, life-changing. I'm almost, like, tearing up just thinking about it again. The Riku posted the video footage of it yesterday while I was on my flight. And I had to actually, I saw that he posted it and I was like, okay, I want to watch this. But I literally went to the airplane bathroom so I could watch it because I knew I was going to choke up again, and I didn't want to embarrass myself. I didn't just want to randomly start crying in the middle of a fucking plane. So I went to the bathroom and I had a little cry watching it again. And that was, man. After that, we go and grab some dinner with Lesage and his crew. Also meet up with a few other people. Met up with Chrysalia. She's really cool. Ran into her at some point, and she invited us out to a little chicken place that was like 15-minute walk away from the con. We went there, we ate there, and then we went back to Meister's, to the hotel that Meister and some others were staying in. And we just sat in the lobby of that hotel for the rest of the night, and we just chatted. And there were a bunch of people who came out to it, who just chatted with us. The entirety of Lesage's crew was there. The entirety of Minuet was there. Some VTSO people were there. And we just talked. And holy shit, I had genuinely, like, multiple eye-opening moments during that conversation. It was kind of wild, actually, because we were talking about, you know, all of our content creation journeys and like where we're at currently and where we want to be, and like what our plans are and what our goals are. And it was at that point that, like, I realized that I've actually made it a lot further than I give myself credit for. I went to this convention with the idea that I would really have to, like, win over the people that I was hanging out with, that, like, I deserved my place here. I went with the idea of, like, this is going to be my first real networking experience. And, like, I want to leave a good impression on everybody. But I came out of it realizing that, like, I've already left a good first impression on a lot of these fucking people. Like, I don't... me meeting a lot of these people, they weren't first impressions. Maybe first impressions in person, sure. But they weren't first impressions of me as, like, a creator. Because, I don't know. I need to give myself more credit for the stuff that I've done. I was talking with another friend about it while I was on my journey home. And they were like, it feels like you're trying to... Like, the way you're wording things, you're trying to prove yourself towards people who, like, already fuck with you. And you don't need to do that. And that kind of, like, flipped a switch in my brain. Because, yeah, I don't. I really don't. There's people who already, like, appreciate me and appreciate the stuff that I've done. And I don't need to prove myself to those people. I just need to continue being myself around them. And that, like, those conversations gave me a real wake-up call. So I'm gonna be handling this next year a little bit different, y'all. Because Offkai next year, those of you might know, it's in April. It's not in July, like it has been for a while. It's in April. It's an early convention now. We only have like 8.5 months to prepare. And I have made a promise to myself and to the people that I went to that con with. It wasn't a goal. It's not a hope. It's not a wish. It's a promise. I'm going to be either presenting a panel or performing at Offkai next year. It's going to happen. I'm manifesting it right now. And because I'm saying it, it's going to happen. That's where I'm at right now. And it's going to be awesome. I already have an idea of what I want to do. I spent a large amount of my journey home writing up the proposal for it. And I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be really fun. This convention lit a fire under my ass. I forgot you can just pop up and do a meet and greet performance. Okay, well, yes. Also, hi, Jam. Met up with Jam, too. Also, equally lovely. So I would like to at least do that next time. Yeah, I wish it was that easy with a piano. I wish I could busk more easily with a piano. And I guess it is technically possible if you have one of those foldable ones that, like, VTSO had at their meetup. But, like, the only piano I have right now is this massive fucking 88-key weighted piano. Like, that's the only thing that I have, and it can't even produce sound on its own. It's literally just a MIDI controller. So, like, I need to figure out what to do about that. I can't just go busking that easily at Offkai. I do want to, though. But yeah, like, I want to do something at Offkai next year. And I'm going to. I'm going to do something. I don't care. I'm gonna do something. I'm manifesting it right now. And because I'm saying it, it's gonna happen. But yeah, dude, oh my god. That whole relay performance, fucking, like, incredible. Hugged Riku very tightly after that fact and thanked him. And I've thanked him multiple times since then, just, like, in passing and in DMs and whatnot. Because I truly am so grateful for him. Just to, like, give you some context. Like, I've said that, like, the world outside, if it wasn't for that project, I would have quit. I was on the verge of quitting. And to be fair, the world outside didn't fix that. It only just delayed it. Because it kind of, it gave me a little bit of energy to create again. But I was still planning on, like, giving up on it, ultimately. Because at the time that the world outside finished, I thought it was a fluke. The way that I looked at it back then was, well, I was one of the few people who was there who, in my discipline, was putting in as much time as I was. There were two people who were, like, putting in that many hours, and it was Saber, and it was myself. That's where I met Saber, by the way. I met Saber during the world outside. But yeah, Saber was the initially appointed team lead. And I was just putting in a lot of hours. I was putting in a lot of work. I was being very passionate. Partially, I think, because in my own head, I was like, this is the last chance I got, sort of thing. So I was really pushing myself during that 2-week period. And obviously, I was appointed team lead by the end of it, and I was given the privilege to, like, work on the vocals of the 3 talents from Myth, and it was incredible. But the way I looked at it afterwards was, this was a fluke. The only reason that I was appointed team lead and that I got the privilege to do that was because I just happened to be one of the few people around putting in that much time. So it just made sense for it to be me. Like, there was nobody else who it really could have been. So it made sense that it was me. That's kind of how I looked at it. I didn't look at it as like oh, they explicitly trusted me with this because of like how easy I was to work with or because of the quality of my work. No, it was just, it was because I just happened to be there. That was kind of how I looked at it after The World Outside wrapped. And it wasn't until a few months later when Riku personally reached out to me going, hey, Rosa, we're doing this thing. We want to cover Music Box of Fate with a bunch of Mousie's friends, and we want to do another, like, community choir as, like, a little charity fundraiser for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. We need you. It wasn't like, oh, hey, this is just a thing that we're doing. It was explicitly like, hey, we want to do this thing, and we don't want to do it without you. Because after what you did for the world outside, like, we need more people like that. And Riku personally reached out to Saber and myself for that. And it was at that point that I was like, oh, fuck. It wasn't just a fluke. Of course it wasn't. Like, I was actually being appreciated for the work that I did. And, like, I actually was worth something. And that is what kept me in this industry. If it wasn't for both the world outside and then that happening right after, I would have quit. And both of that is entirely thanks to Riku. So to then have him witness, him performing the song that started the domino effect that basically reignited my creative passion and be there in person to see it, life-changing. Like, genuinely, there's no other... Oh my god, I fucking ate my mic. There's no other way that I can describe that. How did you know that it was your last chance? How would you advise someone wondering if they should keep going? Well, it wasn't necessarily that I knew it was my last chance. It was more of like I didn't want to keep going. Because, like, it wasn't bringing in any money. I was, like, overworking myself. I was not happy. The stuff that I was doing was not reaching the amount of people that I wanted it to. I was not seeing a level of growth that I wanted to. I was kind of just stagnating. And so it was more of if this doesn't work out, I need to stop and I need to go do something else that, like, can actually sustain me, right? Even if I don't enjoy it, like, that's my only option, right? It was more of a long overdue, like, reality check at that point. And here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this right now, because the advice that I give on this, you should not listen to, because I got lucky. I had something happen to me. I had something come onto my path that obviously I took full advantage of and I put a lot of effort into. And, like, I'm not discrediting, like, the, like, skill level required for that and, like, my own personal skill level and my own personal, like, motivation. Like, I did a good fucking job, but I got lucky. I got lucky with an opportunity that came onto my path that I was able to take advantage of. Not everyone is gonna have that privilege. I'm privileged. If you're on the verge of giving up because, like, financially it's just not working out for you, and, like, you just can't dedicate the time to this, and it would just be better if you got, like, a full-time job elsewhere that you didn't enjoy but, like, paid the bills. If you are in a spot like that, don't listen to me and don't keep going just in the hopes that something good will happen to you. Work on a plan, have a plan B. I was stupid. I was very, very stupid not having a plan B at the time. And I got lucky. Not everyone is going to get that lucky. obviously, if, like, take advantage of every opportunity that you get and, like, go out of your way to put yourself out there to get opportunities like that. Like, The World Outside, I only was on that song because I saw Riku post about the fact that it was in production, that they needed people, and I reached out. Like, that only happened because I personally saw that and put myself out there, right? That's the only reason that it happened. So, you definitely have control, but, like, don't push yourself into an area where, like, you genuinely don't have a plan B anymore. Like, if your time has come to, like, I don't want to say give up, but if your time has come to, like, scale back, you should. And you should always be smart about it. You reached out, you have a certain pride in your skill. I didn't really have a certain pride in my skill. I was mostly just equally sad about Gura's graduation, and I desperately wanted to do something. One must pursue their dream at some point. Oh, absolutely, and don't stop pursuing your dream, but, like, do it within reason. Because obviously you'll always hear the success stories of someone pursuing their dream at the risk of their own, almost at the risk of their own life, right? And you hear the success stories of people who went above and beyond to chase after their dreams, and then suddenly they had their breakthrough and they made it, right? You hear those stories. You don't hear the stories of likely the 10 others who did the same thing and for whom it didn't work out. And the reason you don't hear those stories is because they didn't become successful enough to share that story with you. It's survivorship bias, right? The only reason that you hear the success stories is because the successful people have a big enough audience to share their success stories. You don't hear the stories of all the people who tried and failed because they don't have an audience. They don't have an audience to share that story with. So you won't hear it. So, like, that's what I mean with, like, pursue your dreams within reason. Don't destroy yourself over it. That lucky opportunity can come to you if you work on this part-time just as much as it can if you're working on this overtime, right? You could get a lucky opportunity even if you have a creative pursuit that you only spend 10 hours a week on and suddenly blow up with that. That's totally possible. So yeah, just, like, pace yourself. That's what I should say. Pace yourself. Anyway, that's depressing. Yeah, I just spent a lot of time on the Sunday just talking about stuff like this with a lot of my friends. And it was, I don't know. It was kind of an eye-opening conversation to have. And I'm going to be changing some stuff over the next couple of months to try and improve my own life, try and improve my output, improve my chances at success. The piano shorts are kind of like a first step to that, which, by the way, we are going to record at least one new one soonish. I want to, like, record one or two today. I'll do that in a second. But yeah, fuck, dude. We're gonna be making some changes. Yeah, I can't talk about much yet, but I have plans. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be fucking massive. You know what that means? Anyway. Y'all, let's go make some music, shall we? Let's go make some music. So, dream forfeiter here due to smashing my health. I'm now looking to rebrand my dream and keep it as a hobby to keep it safe, healthy, and enjoyable. Good for you. Like, genuinely good for you. I think that's a really smart decision. And I wouldn't even call that I wouldn't even call that forfeiting your dreams, because who knows, it might still happen, right? If you keep it as a hobby, you might still suddenly come across something. When I mean, like, I was gonna quit being creative on the internet. I meant I was going to stop trying to pursue this. If something came across my path and I wanted to make something, obviously I was going to do it. I was going to do it with like significantly less time spent on it. I don't mean like giving up entirely. I don't mean like selling all of your instruments and never fucking touching a piece of music again or whatever like your creative pursuit is. If you're an artist, I don't mean that like you should instantly sell your drawing tablet, you know? Anyway, let's go make some fucking music, shall we? So, Shimmering Voyage Volume 6 is out. I want to pick something from Shimmering Voyage Volume 6, probably a track from Dormant Port or from like the new area. I was thinking of this. Is it this track? No, is it Too Loud of Solitude? That's a maybe. What's the track that I'm looking for? Is it this one? No, it's definitely not Pine Song, right? Yeah, and this is okay. No, I think it was Too Loud of Solitude. I think I want to do this one. Also, because it's an Arcangelo track. Okay. Piano's working. All right. So I've never actually tried to play this, so we're gonna be figuring this out. We're gonna be figuring this out on the spot. Key of A major. Is that how it goes? Hold on. Yeah. Hey, 49 Star, what's up? It ends in the minor fourth, right? D minor. Okay. 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 I think we can do something with this. So God. Okay. Let me listen to this a few more times. Ooh. Oh, by the way, chat, fun fact, this song, recorded by the same orchestra that recorded Music Box of Fate. This was recorded by the Budapest Scoring Orchestra. Same exact orchestra. That's really cool. I need to figure out that section. It's a major second, right? Yeah, it is. It is a major second. Yo, Panda, 45 months. Holy shit.
45 is insane anyway. Hi, glad to be back. I gotta go watch ArtsVenos fun.
Hell yeah. Have a good day, Panda. Thank you so much for the 45 months of tier 2. That's crazy. It's wild. Is it that? Is it just 2, 3, 4? No, it's not. Is it 2, 6, 4? No, I wish they had done that, but that's not what they do. Oh, is it major third? Is it major 2, major 3? Is that it? Okay. Okay. I think I almost got it. I think I almost got it. Okay, I think I like got most of the track. I think I can do most of it. I'm gonna have to listen to it a few more times to like get the melody fully down to memory, but like I think this is gonna be a pretty fucking good one. Isn't this sick as fuck? Oh man. Okay. I need to like get the melody of that midsection down because I'm just kind of like improving now and I don't want to do that. Okay, so on the second one it's right? Is it? Yeah, so it's Ooh, that's spicy. Oh. Right? Hold on. Okay, hold on. I need to get that again. Right? Okay. So it's no, it's no, I have the melody there mixed up. Okay. I think I'm far enough that I can start recording shit. I think it's time to start recording shit, chat. All right. Let's hit it. I'm gonna like do one quick run on it on my own, just no recording. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Ah. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. I'm just gonna start recording. Hello, SD. What's up? Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the record button. Let's fucking send it. Ah! Here we go. Nope. I need to change one note in the bass there. That recording was kind of ass. We'll see what's salvageable and what I need to redo, but that recording was kind of ass. How you doing? Feeling any better after the long plane trip? I feel pretty good. Yeah. I would say that I do. All right, I need to remove all of you fuckers. There we go. This needs to be an F sharp. What was the melody here? Because I completely forgot it again. Yeah, okay. Okay, I don't know what the fuck I did here. I think this needed to be like an F sharp. Okay, this basically everything from here I definitely need to re-record. Yeah, everything from here I want to re-record. Yo, Lasage just went live. Hell yeah, dude. We're gonna raid into him after. I'm gonna keep this tab open on the side because bro is on the front page. Hold on, let me quickly like sub in.
I don't appreciate being so blatantly called out for the truth.
My goat. Yeah, I need to give him my sub real quick.
Sleep, do not cry. Oh, different lyrics.
Hell yeah, dude. He's already got a level 11 hype train going. Fucking W. Actual W. All right, I'm gonna keep that open on the side. I'm so fucking happy for him, dude. I am so invested in this man's success. Yeah, we will be raiding into him later. Wait for who? Lesage. Twitch.tv/Lesage singing. Shout out to Lesage singing. Boom. Lesage is the person who sang Music Box of Fate on the con Saturday. He's awesome. He's great. $18 minutes in, bro's at 1,300 viewers, bro. Oh, my goat. My fucking goat. Hell yeah, dude. Hell to the fuck yeah. Can't sleep, so I'm back at the PC. He's before Lucy Pyre and Scoochon on my follow page right behind Cottontail. Damn. Lucy and Cotton, hell yeah. Some gifters are really invested too. Oh yeah, I fucking bet, dude. Bro is level 11 hype, level 12 hype train. Oh, great. Nobody deserves it more than him, man. Anyway, I want to finish recording this one. Once I finish recording this one, I'm going to send y'all over. Because I just need like one buffer recording that can go out tomorrow in the event that I cannot get the Snezhnaya main theme covered in time tomorrow. I might have to split that main theme up into 2 segments anyway, because if it's like longer than 3 minutes, I can't fit it in one short. And it'll probably will be. I'll probably have it as like a main channel long form video. But I might split it up into like 2 shorts and then link it to the main video. That's probably what I'll do. That's probably what I'll do. Because my guess is that it's gonna be like a 5-minute long thing. So I'll probably have to split it up into two parts. Shadow was given to me on Lesage's stream.
And I said, well, a little bit. And they said, well, chat reflects streamer, and that's what they did.
Katie, what did you do?
I tried to stop them. I've tried to say, save your money, stop with the donos. Havacha, oh my god, I was singing, I'm so sorry I missed this. And then
fucking W.
Oh god, Obsidian.
Oh my god, I'm too invested in his success. Fuck. You know how like there's sometimes streamers who are like, hey, don't come into my chat talking about other streamers, it's really rude. I'm the streamer talking about other streamers in my stream. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm talking about my friend's streams on my stream. If you have a problem with it, then fucking take it up with me. Right. How do I want to do this next section? Okay. I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that. Yeah. All right. Ah, that's too many mistakes. I want to do that again. No, do that again. Do that again. What am I fuck am I doing? Hold on, give me like a longer lead up. That piano sounds so good. Is there some mixing done on it? Yep, this is already going through my full mixing chain. It is. I have a little bit of EQ to scoop out a bit of the mids, going through a compressor. There's some extra air being added on top of it. There is a multiband compressor that is taking out a little bit of the low end, multiband compressor taking out a bit around the 600 hertz range, because that tends to get like really peaky with a piano, and then one final EQ that just scoops out like everything below 50 hertz and everything below like 10k, just to like take out some of the noise that the fresh air introduces. That is just a slight bit too much. And then there's reverb as well. 2 sets of reverbs actually. One with a pretty short tail and one with a bit of a longer one. The longer one is specifically inverted as well. The reverb is inverted so that it creates like this really nice like bouncing effect. Where like it feels like the sound is actually bouncing all the way around the room. Hell yeah. Oh shit, Lesage is almost hitting his channel record hype train. That's insane. Fuck yeah. God, I'm way too invested in this man's success. All right, how was this recording? Because this was pretty good. Fat finger note there. Oh, I need to remove all of these. Yep. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna introduce one extra note there. I'm gonna do This needs to be like all an A chord, A major, which is. Moving some extra notes here. Want this to be the last note. There we go. Okay, this is pretty fucking good. How long have we been working on this? Like 30 minutes, 40 minutes? I want to make that roll a little bit nicer. There we go. Yeah, make that a little bit quieter. Can we move this down? Ooh, actually like that. Because I know it technically should be like, ooh. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. We're doing this, chat. That's a bit spicy. I need a... This chord cuts in too early. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that for the record. Yeah, that's what it should be. You know, make a slight pedal adjustment here. Oops. I made a mistake. I need to set to none. Much better. Fuck yeah. Fuck it. We're sending it, chat. This is it. This is good. It's below 3 minutes, so that's good. It'll fit in the video. Fuck yeah. No, this is great. Right. Save this as. What's the name of the song? Too Loud a Solitude. By Arcangelo Chen, who did confirm earlier today that he has indeed left Hoyo Mix, and we will be hearing some of his last work on Genshin in Snezhnaya in the next update. I'm very sad, because Arcangelo is one of my favorite composers on the music team, but obviously we wish him well. But it felt right to do this one today. Also, because a friend of mine, like, really wanted me to do a Dormanport track. So, here, friend of mine, this one's for you. Quickly rendering this out. And then, chat, we're going to be raiding into... Oh, Lesage, you done fucked up now. Granted, I don't think the raid is going to make that big of a difference on his viewer numbers. Because he's doing fucking great right now. But holy shit. Oh, Lesage, you done fucked up now. All right, chat. I might be on Lesage's stream later. I might not. If y'all don't see me anymore today, you will see me tomorrow because the Snezhnaya stream is happening. We'll be watching it, and then we'll be covering the Snezhnaya main theme that we will inevitably be hearing tomorrow. I want that to go out tomorrow as a short. Thank y'all so much for being here and, like, giving me the opportunity to do a quick Offkai recap. It was really fun. I really appreciate it. But yeah, y'all see me again tomorrow. YouTube, I can't send you to Lesage because since Twitch's front page rules mean that if you have a front page slot on Twitch, you have to stream solely on Twitch. So I'm just going to put the link in chat. And you guys can come over right there. Go support him. He's really fucking cool. He deserves it. I will see y'all either later tonight on Lesage's stream or tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye-bye.